neurodiversity and nutrient deficiencies, when the brain and body need more support. Have you ever looked at a neurodivergent person, or maybe even yourself, and wondered, why does everything feel so much harder than it seems to for other people? The exhaustion, the brain fog, the overwhelm, the emotional intensity, the sleep struggles, the difficulty focusing, organizing, regulating, and recovering. And what if part of the answer is not only psychological, but biological too? Today, we're talking about nutrient deficiencies in neurodiversity and why they may be far more common than many people realize. But before we begin, I want to say something very important. Neurodiversity is not something that needs to be fixed. ADHD, autism, and other forms of neurodivergence are not character flaws. They are not failures, and they are not signs that someone is broken. Neurodivergent brains simply process the world differently. But different nervous systems often have different support needs. And when the brain and body are undersupported for years through chronic stress, burnout, poor sleep, restrictive eating, trauma, sensory overwhelm, or just trying to survive everyday life, it can start to take a real toll. Many neurodivergent people may be more vulnerable to nutrient deficiencies than we realize. Sensory sensitivities can make food difficult. Executive dysfunction can make planning meals, shopping, cooking, or even remembering to eat feel completely overwhelming. Some people rely on quick dopamine foods because their nervous systems are desperately searching for stimulation, comfort, or energy. Chronic stress can also deplete important nutrients over time. And for many people, especially those who are masking, overfunctioning, or pushing through life in survival mode, the nervous system is under constant pressure. So let's talk about some of the common nutrients that may play a role. One of the biggest ones is iron, especially low ferritin. Ferritin is a marker of stored iron in the body. Iron is incredibly important for energy, oxygen transport, dopamine function, and brain health. Low iron levels can contribute to exhaustion, poor concentration, dizziness, hair loss, restless legs, brain fog, irritability, and feeling emotionally depleted. And interestingly, some research has found links between low ferritin levels and ADHD symptoms in certain individuals. Then there's magnesium. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes throughout the body, but it's especially important for the nervous system. It helps regulate stress, supports muscle relaxation, improves sleep quality, and plays a role in calming neurological activity. When magnesium levels are low, people may experience anxiety, muscle tension, headaches, poor sleep, emotional dysregulation, and that constant feeling of being internally switched on. Many neurodivergent people describe feeling as though their nervous systems never truly switch off. While magnesium isn't a cure, ensuring you're getting enough of it may help support a healthier, more balanced nervous system. Next are omega-3 fatty acids. The brain is made up of nearly 60% fat, and omega-3 fats are essential for keeping brain cells healthy and communicating effectively. They play an important role in attention, learning, memory, mood regulation, and overall cognitive function. Some research suggests that omega-3 supplementation may improve attention and emotional regulation in some individuals with ADHD, although responses vary from person to person. Foods like oily fish, sardines, salmon, mackerel, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are all excellent sources. Another incredibly common deficiency is vitamin D. Most people think of vitamin D as the bone vitamin, but it's actually much more than that. Vitamin D influences mood, immune function, inflammation, energy levels, and brain health. Many neurodivergent people spend more time indoors, experience burnout, struggle with routines, or simply don't have the energy to get outside regularly. Over time, this can increase the risk of vitamin D deficiency. Then we have the B vitamins, especially vitamin B12, vitamin B6, and folate. These vitamins help your body produce energy, make neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, and keep your nervous system functioning properly. When levels are low, people may experience fatigue, brain fog, poor memory, low mood, numbness or tingling, and difficulty coping with stress. Because these symptoms overlap with many neurodivergent experiences, deficiencies can sometimes go unnoticed. And finally, Zinc. Zinc plays an important role in immune function, brain development, cognitive performance, appetite, and dopamine regulation. Some research has also explored the relationship between zinc levels and ADHD symptoms. While the evidence is still developing, maintaining healthy zinc levels is another important piece of supporting overall brain health. Now, this part is really important. Supplements are not miracle cures, and not every neurodivergent person has nutrient deficiencies. Taking large amounts of supplements without medical guidance can sometimes do more harm than good. The goal isn't to self-diagnose. The goal is to become curious. If you're experiencing ongoing fatigue, brain fog, hair loss, restless legs, poor concentration, or other symptoms, it's worth speaking with your healthcare provider about appropriate testing. The more we understand about our brains, the more empowered we become to support them with knowledge, curiosity, and self-compassion. Nutrition is just one piece of the puzzle. For some people, identifying and correcting genuine nutrient deficiencies can be another valuable tool that supports overall health, well-being, and day-to-day functioning. The beautiful thing is that there isn't just one way to care for our nervous system. Small, consistent habits can work together to make a meaningful difference over time. If you'd like to explore more evidence-based ways to support your brain and nervous system, be sure to check out our meditation playlist. You'll find a variety of guided practices and nervous system regulation techniques that you can experiment with to discover what feels most helpful for you.